Hey, what's up? It's me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm crazy. I am so happy to be here. Happy to have you back. Happy to have me back. Hey, yesterday I had a good time making these videos. Well, yeah, yesterday I had a good time making these videos, and today I would like to close out the Cardi B versus Tasha K court case thing that is happening in real time in the state of Georgia. I'm going to wrap it up by calling this video here when things go wrong, flagging, doxing, and so on, because it's the perfect segue into me leaving this topic and going to something else that will roll into something else. And they all connect though. So before I really get into it, I'll start the intro. That's the who remember that noise? Yes, face, FACE from Nick Jr. Oh man, only people my age. Woo, know what I'm talking know what I'm talking about. Let's get into this intro so I can get into the video part because I'm gonna have a blast once again. Okay. Step into the camera, LA. Step into the frame, please. We need you on your mark, effective yesterday. Well, I am on my mark. Maybe if y'all pay me more, I'll be here on my mark on time. Oh, I'm sorry. You weren't supposed to see that side of me. Oh. So I have some notes this time compared to yesterday, so I can stay on the course. So what I would like to say is, okay, the title is When Things Go Wrong, Flagging, Doxing, and so on. A lot of you know what that is, and a lot of people don't. So I will educate you on that so you can stay abreast of what I'm talking about in regards to this case. A quick run by is there is a case going on right now here in the state of Georgia, and it is Cardi B versus Tasha K. Tasha K is a YouTuber, and she is categorized as a celebrity gossip person for YouTube, and Cardi B is a music lady, and she raps and stuff. So there's two celebrities on a different spectrum, but nonetheless they are both in court over some serious things. And the first case that both the ladies went to, Tasha K, she did lose. But there's another case that is going to go forward in this year. So hopefully everything will be squashed by the end of this year. I would hate for this to roll over into next year because this would mean this is, 2019, 2021. This would be 3 years in. 3 years in, that's a long time. Woo! So what I would like to say is there is a video to reference and tie all these things together for the people I mentioned in the second half of the video to now. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the Armon Wiggins show. Some of you are, some of you aren't, but he's right up there with the Tasha K's, the Lovely T, Wiley show. JD Black is getting on, and so those types of people in the celebrity gossip column. So let me share my screen so you guys can be familiar with who I'm talking about so we won't lose one another. So we've got share screen. I'm talking through this process while I talk to you. Share screen. And if you're listening to me talk, I'm using the platform StreamYard, so I'm actually talking the steps out loud so you can kind of pick up what I'm doing when you use StreamYard for the first time. Okay, Chrome tab, the Armon Wiggins show, share, Share. That was a quote from the Lilo and Stitch movie when the two aliens, they were fighting over food or something, and they didn't even want to share. So he was like, share, share, and she was like, no. It's such a good movie. Okay, so here we are right here. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Armon Wiggins show, and his catchphrase is get in here, everybody get in here as the show starts. And it's got all this loud music going on, like, oh, how is it? Wow, it's really live though. The show starts like that, and you say get in here, get in here, get in here. So for this platform, it says, if you like to mix tea with comedy and a hint of shade, then you are in the right place. At the Armon Wiggins show, we love everyone, but sometimes we have to give a little tough love, which is true. I can say, since watching this show, that on his platform, he brings on a variety of people, and he's talked to a couple of celebrities too. I think that's pretty cool. I think he was in contact with Missy Elliott, her kicking him out of the VIDS Awards. And then years later, she gave him a present to apologize. This YouTube world is crazy. So that's for sure. Non-bias, gives a good opinion. So join August 18, 2015. So everybody can know what his platform is about. And so I put on here on the Armon Wiggins show platform, he had a video uploaded called Cardi B files new lawsuit, explanation point, against Tasha K production company TV Studios. Now that was crazy because, I mean, this has been going on so long, I didn't follow everything word by word, but man, now she's going after Tasha K's studio. That's some big stuff. So his video was premiered and streamed January 8th of this year, and it's already up to 50,951 views. So that's good. Way to go. So, you know, I'm learning some of this stuff about the case, just like some of you are learning. So we're kind of learning this together. That High School Musical guy, we're all in this together. Get out of the way. I'm talking to our pet cat. He was sitting right here by the lamp, hogging up all the attention, all of the spotlight, all in the video. You know, gonna say it every time something get in the way, all in the video. So going back to the video, is that he made. It's called Cardi B files new lawsuit against Tasha K's production company, TV Studios. Once again, that's some serious stuff right there. But what I like about this video, he said during online calling, like his caller session, he conversed over the internet phone line with a woman who goes by the name of Lisa, capital Lisa. I believe it's Lisa, because I had to play it back a couple times to make sure I caught her name. So they were talking about regarding the outcome of either party, be it Cardi B or Tasha K, were to win. And Wiggins said, while I quote and paraphrase, he touched on points about things that I thought about, but I've had a hard time figuring out how to put in the order without sounding jumbled or sounding like I was talking out of both sides of my neck. So I just left it with what came out naturally, and when I played the video back, it sounded perfect. But I did, after the video was over, I did wanted to add additional things to it. So I'm saying all that to say, after listening to that video, it jogged my memory to add additional things of how this could go left for YouTubers, including myself, if Tasha K were to win. How the results would be bad, possibly, based on the grounds that that means you can kind of go around slandering people and saying things as if they were true without facts. So that can be a slippery slope. So that's what Armon Wiggins and Miss Lisa were talking about. I wrote some more notes talking about that. Let me speed down here and see where I left off at and do my best to stick to the notes and not go waver too far. I'm turning the page on my notes. Okay, so they conversed about the potential possibility YouTubers and celebrities could face when either Cardi B or Miss Tasha K wins. I was thinking the same thing. So in that video, there was a timestamp where I froze the video on my Android phone, Team Android. It says, what, 1.05.50. And then when I paused it again, it was showing me two different timestamps. So I'll say both times because there was a time that said 1:05:50. Then the other one said -22:13. But between the two times that you type in or speed through his video to find those, that's where the conversation starts. That ties well into what I'm talking about, which will lead into the next video I'm presenting today. So just to let you know those times, and I'll put them down in the description so you can go right there and stay with me. I'm so happy for modern technology. It lets us see the time so we can get to where we need to get. So this is the part I did quote, that he said, "So what happened if Tasha K wins this case? What does that look like for Cardi B and everybody else? Bum, bum, bum." And that's true. So Miss Caller Lisa interjects with a way more than an as a matter of factly tone. Indeed, she sounded highlight over the notion and semi-interjectly responded by saying this. Then every celebrity on the face of this earth just better buckle up, strap up, because she is going to drag everybody and their mothers. End quote. So that is scary, which goes into what I was thinking that I forgot to add in yesterday's video. So what the two of them were saying that they are weary about, but what is kind of happening now is the fact that although Tasha K is known for her alleged slandering and providing speculations without alleged proof, or aka receipts, on the platforms in regards to talking about celebrities such as R. Kelly, Miss Cardi B, and other people affiliated around the surviving R. Kelly saga, and the list goes on. Some of the things that she stated in her interviews and such are presenting to be allegedly not all true. So if Ms. Tasha K were to win this case against Cardi B, that means it would give a lot of the YouTubers who are already doxing and flagging and intentionally bullying YouTubers that they may be jealous of or feel some type of way about, it would give them more ammunition, more fuel, more fire, more strength to start harassing people more so than what they already are, because they'll be like, if Tasha K did it and she beat megastar Cardi B, then we can go on a slander and lie on people we don't like, people we're jealous of, just so we can make a quick bag, we can make a quick coin, and there's nothing they can do about it. And that's the scary part about this. I looked on the brighter side yesterday of how it could help us, for the fact that we YouTubers are people too. We have normal lives, and a lot of us that are starting to take this YouTubing game seriously and have turned our platforms into businesses and etc. and so on. So we don't want people just randomly, running the smear campaign, which I unfortunately have been seeing happening. And there's a group of people I follow where they're actually going through that right now, and they're in court because of a smear campaign from another sector. Just it's just running them through the ringer, and it causes YouTubers to lose fan base. It causes YouTubers who have their businesses solely based on social media to lose endorsements, advertisements, because the low vibrational YouTubers are slandering and making salacious allegations that aren't true, and is taking money from the YouTubers who are making an honest living. It's taking money from their pockets, and then on top of that, they have to sue. And then on top of that, being in this YouTube life now is still fairly new, so the courts are they're not going fast enough to keep up with the changes. It's so new to them. We don't really have the courts really don't have all the equipment to fight this stuff. They have it up to a certain point, which Miss Lisa references in that Miss Lisa references that we go back and take some time to look up. There's a clause in here. I wrote it down. It's called Section 230. It's called Section 230, and it's some type of conduct or something in regards to social media and all that jazz. She said it's really long, so she didn't read it online when she was on the live call. I glanced through there, but man, so that is what I wanted to talk about yesterday, so which I'm talking about today, because it does tie into the stuff that's actually happening right now as we speak in this present day. And according to my notes, thank God I wrote them, because I'm really picking up where I left off. Since prior to this C-19 thing happening, YouTube streets were starting to turn up a little bit. You know how when they have the saying where you put the a pot of water on and you put a frog in there, and you can cook him and he won't even know it because you slowly turn up the heat and slowly turn up the heat. Well, that's what's been happening across the board in YouTube land, at least in the African American sector. And African American sector runs this I guess you can say empire, or what in the YouTube sector where they call it the beef sector, BEEF sector. And it is what it is. It's a lot of drama, and it's where a lot of this stuff that's spewing out. For example, the Cardi B and Tasha K case is coming out of the beef sector, and the other group of people I talked about is coming out of that sector where they do a lot of flagging, doxing, harassing, and all that stuff from just to get a click in the view. And who said that? Miss Miko always says that she's a good YouTuber too. She's like, what would you do for a click in the view? But she gets excited when she sings it, because when she I was listening to one of her live podcasts, and she was talking to like a panel of women, and they're just calling in talking about how they don't like how YouTube's changed and how they're, bothering people, including herself and her friends. And Miss Miko was like, nowadays people on YouTube, for the wrong reasons, they're just here for the bag, and they'll do anything and everything just to, get a dollar. And that includes, slandering someone's name, making false allegations because people just like the mess. And so she was like, what would you do for a click in the view? And she was like the Klondike bar commercial, and get it, and I was like, oh. So she's been saying that like in every video now, but it's true. It's sad but true. So I really thought that was good points that they brought up during his show, because it ties into reference of what's going on today between stop sharing screen. What's that? Sharing YouTube.com. Live and learn. So yeah, so it ties into what's going on in real life now, and I can learn a lot from this. Once again, it's scary because this is happening now. All types of things. It's happening before our eyes, and the courts got to really catch up and get it together, because it's just going to expand. This is where we are now. So they have to have another subdivision that is able to be on our side to defend us, because us YouTubers who are like smaller than like the Tasha K's and everyone else I've been listing, it's kind of like we don't have that star power to kind of help us fight if we were to go to court, if somebody were to start doing that on our platforms that's been happening to them. You know what I mean? So that's where we stand. It's a whole new world in this social media thing, and everyone who's considered is treading lightly and watching this event unfold. I'm going to look through my notes really quick and see what I need to touch on. So while I do that, I will play my cool commercial of the hashtag Meowcat.
Order a mask. 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 Buy 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 a mask. Order 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 a mask. Buy 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 a mask.
Yay, I'm back. Oh, I want to share the screen and break up some of the stuff I wrote by reading to you the definition of these terms that I've been throwing around, this YouTube jargon. I want everybody to stay with me. So let's see here. Share screen. Share. And share screen. There we go. Chrome tab. The first definition is, so, what the YouTube document? Here it is. Share. Well, that's the wrong one. Not what I'm supposed to read to you, but one of the windows I have open that y'all can't see. Hold on, it's recipes and stuff. Recipes. Girl, what you about to cook? None of your business. How about that? Ooh. Here we are. Flagging on YouTube. So according to Google, what does flagging on YouTube mean? When flagging a video, human flaggers can select a reason they are reporting the video and leave comments or video timestamps for YouTube reviewers. So I wanted to get a little more in depth on what that meant, because it was so vague. It's like, okay, is it either left or right, here or there? That's not enough. So here's the next question I pulled up. Is flagging a video on YouTube anonymous? The answer is we rely on YouTube community members to report or flag content that they find inappropriate. No one man should have all that power. No one man should have all that power. Oh, yay! What's up, Kanye? So I'm singing that song because that's exactly what's happening. So we rely on YouTube community members to report or flag content that they find inappropriate. Reporting content is anonymous, so other users can't tell who made the report. When something is reported, it's not automatically taken down. But in these cases of watching a couple of YouTubers who are still standing from since when I started making videos, which was in 2012, this flagging thing has been abused because content creators, when they make videos, these anonymous people are flagging and flagging and flagging their videos, and they get so many people. They work together like worker bees, like how Beyonce has her, what is it? She has her bees, right? Her beehive. Nicki Minaj, she's got her barbs. You know what I'm saying? So they work together. When someone is on YouTube that they don't like, they may not even read the title of the video. They just know that he or she is going up to make a video, and then they just push that flag. So it interrupts their stream, or it gets flagged so much that YouTube just takes it down. And that's not right. That's where YouTube's content creators are in a fight at, because if you're a good-hearted person and you're doing good, you're doing your thing, it's no different from high school. People are going to hate, find some way to sabotage you, and by YouTube making this anonymous and letting people just flag content that they deem inappropriate, despite the fact that it says viewer discretion advised, they give a warning that XYZ, you still go in and maliciously do this stuff, and YouTube don't have a handle on it. That's another reason that's putting fuel to the fire to let all these people who are low vibrational YouTubers come and attack people who are about something, because no one's monitoring us. They're giving the wrong people the wrong say so. So I believe with this case, I'm saying all that to say I'm thankful that this case is happening, because it shines a light on even the YouTubers who weren't that big yet, like myself. I have under 5,000 subscribers, and I've been on since 2012, but I really love what I do, and I love my platform. So having this court case thing happen can really get the courts light a fire under them, because they can see how serious this is. There's a YouTuber who's been in the game since I think YouTubing started, named Tommy Sotomayor, and he gets flagged all the time. He was on Vivica Fox show. He was on, I think, was it Tavis Smiley show? He's got like kids and stuff. You know, he takes, and it's like there's a certain sector of people who every time his video goes up, it gets struck down. And he made a video because he's got a movie company. So he made his own video called A Fatherless America, and it's basically about how he fights for African American men, but men in general. He's part of the men's rights movement, where he fights for men who can't see their children because their baby mothers are being vindictive. According to what he says, allegedly, a lot of the people who are flagging him are his own people, African American people, who don't agree with what he's saying, and they don't like that he's helping African American men and men across the board fight for the rights for their children when their baby mothers are being, you know, vindictive. So his stuff gets flagged down all the time, and then it got to the point where the video that he made to buy like DVD, they even found a way to boycott the video, and so nobody can buy it.